Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. Okay, so we've got all these parts down here, and what we have to do is create an area that's going to go here, okay, where this part is. Now, in addition, we have to take into account that certain areas, like this staircase here, may require that some windows need to be blocked out. So we're going to take that into account as well. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, let's start with this wall. And I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees. I like this. It reminds me of the good old days when I was a kid playing with the Lego and stuff. Okay. And let me just see how high this segment is. Oh, would you look at that. It's 3 segments high. That's cool. Okay, so if I build this to be a little bit bigger, maybe about 1.2. Let's have a look at that. 1.4, too big. 1.3, 1.32, 1.34. Don't you just love experimentation? It's fun. Okay, so that goes there like that. That's an overall scale, however. We could de-widen it. 0.8. Yeah, that's not bad actually. 0.8 will do. And then I'll make another copy just to bring that across there. And, oh, there's a gap in the middle. What will we do? We're going to use that. Okay, next. We're going to get... not our window yet, but we need to replace this, because I don't like this. This is no use to me. So... first of all, I'm going to get this in the right position. Now I'm going to scale it. Not you though, the other piece. Let's get it to the right height. I think it was a scale about 1.32. It was working for us with the wall here. No, 1.34, there we go. So we'll use the same scale. There we go. Now what I can do is just... obviously I could be working in the top viewport and make things a little easier for myself, but hey, nobody likes it too easy. Make us go mad, wouldn't it? Okay, and I'm just going to bring that across to there. There we go. Let's go to wireframe view. There we are, and turn off wireframe view. Oops. Keep forgetting how fast the preview can be in this. There's a little gap there. Let's just bring that in. Okay, now I'm going to kill this and that. Make a copy of this. So Alt and drag. Just to there. Now I'm going to rotate it by 90 degrees. That way the texture won't be identical. Oh, the texture is identical to that one. Sod it. Damn you, you lazy artists. Okay, now this part here in the middle, I'm going to move along. So again, just an Alt and drag. And for this I'm going to go into my top viewport. So I want to make sure I get it in the middle. And I'll move this to wireframe. I'm using the patented 3D Palace method of making stuff fit called the methodology. Does that fit? Alright, fair enough. Now, zoom back to where our tool area is, and I'm going to rescale it. Like so. Bring that forward a little bit. And then to the right a little bit. I just look, making sure, maybe 0.5. Just to widen it a little bit. There we go, that gives us that shape there. Just filling it in nicely. Now you come over here. Turn it. And let's see, I also want that. Very useful thing, this one. Because it's like, oh, it's stairs. Do we need stairs? Very useful, these stairs. Let's just change the scale of the ones that I need. I always get them wrong first time, don't I? Have you noticed that? It's like, what are you doing, Chris? Okay, that seems about right. I think 0.2 would be better. And then I'll change this to 0.6. That makes them completely useless as stairs. But then again, if I wanted them as stairs, I wouldn't be doing this, would I? Gotta think, man, think. You get down here, I can't see what I'm doing properly. That's better. I prefer working in a lit environment. It means I can see slightly better what I'm doing. Okay, let's slam this around. Whilst I just check that I'm recording, because I had this horrifying vision for a minute that I wasn't. And it truly was horrifying. I mean, cold sweats, nightmares, you name it, really. Okay, let's scale up overall to about 1.2. That gives us slightly more to work with than we had. And adjust my snaps, because I really don't think it's snapping enough for my liking. Okay, that can go to there. And then I'm going to do it again, just alt and drag along the middle line there, like that. Alright, next we have this piece here, which I'm going to turn upside down. And then bring up like this. Because this is going to become a kind of a sill. What's a sill, Chris? Well, let me tell you. This is. There we are. Okay, now again, I want to adjust it. A little bit like this. Because it'll give it much more useful shape if I do. And now I'm going to change the overall scale, which will make it usefully wide. And fair play to anyone who actually manages to climb up and get on this. You know, I don't know if it's going to be possible or not with the way that I'm going to be building this level, but if they do, well, well done. Maybe we should get a special biscuit or something. Okay, just check the edges, there and there, that's fine. So now we have this opened area here. Next, I'm going to take, where is it? What have we got? Oh, that piece. I like that piece. So this can come over here. This acts as a kind of reinforcement, which I quite like. This isn't even detailing, by the way. This is just making our basic shapes. And put them together. I think this is supposed to be used as some sort of a fencing edge, but I don't see the point of using it like that. Not when I can do, you know, other more fun stuff with it. Okay, let's drop this down to about 1.14, 1.18, 1.2, 1.22. Good enough for me. Slide it down here to the bottom. It's a bit far extruded. Now it isn't. As we can see, this one's a little bit longer than that one, so 1.24 should solve it. Didn't quite. 1.25. There we go. Lovely. Next, this lamp. Bring the lamp across. I always think you should, use whatever you have. Just make use of it. Okay, and I'm going to put one here. And then I'm going to put another one just over there. Okay, so we've got these two nice little lamps here. They don't do much, but they look nice. Next, let's have a look at this. Now, this is generally not the most useful thing in the world. However, we can make it useful. First of all, though, we have to make it the right size as well. Just get it to intersect in the top part of this. Ugh. Really bad stomach today. Not bad as in, like, farting away or anything. Just bad as in it's not really very feeling great. I don't know what it is. 0.64, 0.65. Yeah, that'll do. And adjust this to about 45 degrees. Put it there. Thus scuppering anyone's chances really of getting onto that part. Now we can see we've got overlap there, which we don't want, so be careful to kill the overlaps. There we go. Now over here we go have some windows. Again, this will fit in with our 0.6. Like so. Okay, and back onto down. And as you can see, it's lined up with this part nearly. We just want to get it properly lined up. Because remember, we need it to be a certain height for this to work. Now I'm going to take this block and drag it up. Okay, and now we have this window here, which I'm going to put in a batch of 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go, that's on that side obviously. And now again over here, bring this up. Then I'm going to take these 3 windows here and just choo-choo train over here like that. And then we have this nice area here in the middle, so we've got an I-beam here. I don't think I'm going to use this I-beam, so I'm just going to kill it. Instead I'm going to bring this over, just to give us a kind of sense of continuity really. I don't think that I-beam is going to be much use. As usual, I'm just kind of skipping around the model, just trying to find something that's going to work for us. Okay, that goes into there. And I can change the width. And I want to get the width right, so I'm going to have to inset this piece as well a little bit. because I really don't want intersections if I don't have to have intersections. And we can see it's a little bit intersected at the top as well. Okay, that's better. Next, I'm going to bring the bottom parts up. Isn't this exciting? So here, 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 snore, fall asleep, cry. Okay, and again, Alt and Shift. Get these into the right place. Delete that off, and delete that off. Okay, I quite like the way that this is kind of bolting down like that, actually. That's quite nice. I'm just wondering if there's anything else I can do with this just to continue with this kind of form that I've made here. There probably is. Let's see. Bring it out. Like so. Undercross. I think maybe if we switch this around, perhaps that would work better. Which one's this? I think it's this one, isn't it? No. Maybe it's the other one. No, it's not that one either. It was that one. There we are. So doing a -1 mirrors it, by the way, just in case you were wondering what it was doing. Now we can line it up, but only if it goes to there. So let's just have a look down here as well. Just trying to come up with, like I say, some interesting forms. And if I can, so much the better. Though I think I'm probably going to have a job making these ones kind of group up properly. Also, I think I'm probably going to have to scale this one up just a little bit more, so that it does that. Although it does give us some rather useful gantryways at the top here, which is always a good thing. Obviously, if I decide to go for this. Let's have a look. I think working like that, yes, although the main issue I've got is we have the intersections going on. We can clear some of those though by doing that. You'll notice now we're not getting the broken material quite as much there. I think this one's got the same issue. No, it hasn't. That's alright then. It was just that one. Let's have a look over here. I shall decide for myself soon whether or not I'm going to keep this in. I really can't decide yet. So, until I have decided, I'm going to stick it in nonetheless. Because I quite like the overall shape of it. And I'm going to grab these lights, put them there like that. Actually no, I don't think I need the lights up top here. I mean, there's no access ways or walkways up there, is there? Alright, so now I have this area done. What I'm going to do is quickly create this as a prefab. So if I select everything, I want to make a couple of prefabs up. So what I need to do is just make sure I've got everything selected that goes to make this. And as you can see, it's actually quite a complicated little bunny, made of numerous pieces. And before you make this into a prefab, for heaven's sakes, you know, make sure that it's exactly what you do want. because once it's a prefab it becomes a bit of a nuisance. Okay, go round. See that? Lovely. It's big, it's chunky, it's what we want. Now what I'm going to do, for reasons that are obvious if you use prefabs, is make a copy of it. And then with the copy, I'm going to create a prefab. Now, just in my package, under my prefabs, I'm going to call this prefab underscore outer tower wall 1. And just click OK. Would I like to replace the actors with an instance? Yeah. Okay, and now you can see that this has a big chunky p on it. And the big chunky p means that this is a prefab. Okay? What this means is basically I can move everything as one piece. You'll notice multiple. We can't scale it now. Okay? If we scale it on any of these axes, it's just going to explode. Think of 3ds Max if you have a model that's made out of lots of linked parts and you've been non-uniform scaling it to death and back. That's what we have here, so be very careful. This, meantime, is our original. Okay, cool. See you in the